The relationship between food and health is crystal clear. A healthy diet may protect you from a number of illnesses and ailments. Likewise, a diet tailored to your individual needs when you're diagnosed with a health condition goes a long way, despite the illness. Hi viewers, and welcome back to Bestie. That's the case with Hashimoto's disease. If you have this problem, food greatly impacts your health. Eating healthy when diagnosed with this disease means stopping your immune system from going into overdrive. This may cause flare-ups and destroy the thyroid. Eating the correct foods can also reduce symptoms associated with Hashimoto's, balance weight, and improve fitness. In today's video, we'll tell you the best diet to follow when you have Hashimoto's disease. From what foods to eat, avoid, to what it is, and more. Watch until the end to learn about all of them. Let's start by telling you what exactly Hashimoto's disease is. Hashimoto's disease is the most common thyroid disease in the United States. It's an inherited condition that affects over 10 million Americans. It's about 7 times more common in women. It's also known as Hashimoto's thyroiditis and is an autoimmune disease. This means your immune system, which normally protects your body and helps fight disease, produces antibodies which attack the thyroid gland. The damaged thyroid gland is less able to make the thyroid hormone, and this results in hypothyroidism. Hypothyroidism means that your thyroid gland does not produce enough thyroid hormone to meet the body's needs. Anyone can develop Hashimoto's disease, but it occurs more often in women and those with a family history of thyroid disease. It also occurs more often as people get older. People with other autoimmune disorders are more likely to develop Hashimoto disease. The hypothyroidism caused by Hashimoto disease progresses slowly over months to years. Okay, now let's tell you the best diets that can help you with this disease. Number 1. Autoimmune Paleo Diet, also known as AIP. This diet is an adaptation of the Paleo Diet. It removes more foods that may trigger inflammation for those with autoimmunity. It's much more restrictive than the standard Paleo Diet. In addition to removing gluten, dairy, legumes, and grains, the AIP also removes nightshade vegetables. This includes tomatoes, peppers, nuts, seeds, eggs, and seed-derived spices. A study found that this diet improved the quality of life and symptoms of women with Hashimoto's thyroiditis in 10 weeks. Their tests showed no significant changes to any measures of the thyroid functions or antibodies, but their inflammation decreased 29%. This illustrates how antibody levels don't necessarily track with the symptoms, and they shouldn't necessarily be used as a benchmark for improvement. Have you ever tried the Paleo Diet? How long did you continue it for? Tell us quickly down below in the comments section. Number 2. Low-Iodine Diet. A low-iodine diet is typically prescribed during radioactive iodine treatment for thyroid cancer, but research suggests it may also be a good Hashimoto's thyroiditis diet. A study found that excess iodine from water and iodized salt intake increased the incidence of thyroid conditions. A low-iodine diet can significantly improve hypothyroidism. In fact, 78% of Hashimoto's patients normalized their thyroid function in 3 months on a low-iodine diet. High-iodine foods include seafood, seaweed, egg yolks, legumes like beans and lentils, soy products, and molasses. Number 3. Probiotics. Thyroid health is closely linked to gut health, and probiotics have been shown to improve digestive symptoms and balance the gut microbiome. Probiotics have also been shown to resolve SIBO, which has closely been associated with thyroid disease, and to reduce inflammation. Including a quality probiotic from each of the 3 main probiotic categories may help improve your constipation, brain fog, fatigue, and autoimmunity. It can also reduce your thyroid medication dosage. Number 4. Gluten-free or grain-free. Many people with Hashimoto's may experience food sensitivities, especially to gluten. There's no current research to support a gluten-free diet for all people with Hashimoto's, unless they also have celiac disease. However, in a survey of people with Hashimoto's, 76% of respondents believed that they were sensitive to gluten. Those respondents cited constipation, diarrhea, cramping, bloating, nausea, reflux, gas, headaches, fatigue, and brain fog as symptoms of their reactions to gluten. And 88% of those who attempted a gluten-free diet felt better. Many people also reported improvements in digestion, mood, energy levels, and weight reduction. Gluten-free diets remove all foods containing gluten, which is a protein found in wheat, barley, rye, and other grains. Gluten is commonly found in pasta, bread, baked goods, beer, soups, and cereals. The best way to go gluten is to focus on foods that are naturally gluten-free, such as vegetables, fruits, lean meats, seafood, beans, legumes, nuts, and eggs. Have I caught your interest? Well, then hit that subscribe button and watch more videos. Join our millions of followers for more amazing Bestie content. Number 5. Vitamin D-rich foods. Vitamin D deficiency is linked to Hashimoto's, according to one study. It showed that more than 90% of patients studied were deficient. However, it's unclear whether the low vitamin D levels were the direct cause of Hashimoto's or a result of the disease process itself. Hyperthyroidism is known to cause bone loss, which is aggravated by vitamin D deficiency, commonly found in people with hyperthyroidism. The bone mass can be regained with treatment for hyperthyroidism. Experts suggest that adequate bone-building nutrients such as vitamin D are particularly important during and after treatment. Foods that contain some vitamin D include fatty fish, milk, dairy, eggs, and mushrooms. Sunlight is also a potential source, but the amount of vitamin production depends on the season and latitude. Number 6. Nutrient-dense foods. For people who do not want to focus on foods to cut out, opting for a nutrient-dense diet plan may be the best option. A nutrient-dense diet includes variety and focuses on whole foods with a selection of colorful fruits and vegetables. It also includes healthy fats, lean proteins, and fibrous carbohydrates. Foods like leafy greens such as kale and spinach are preferred. You can also eat fatty fish, including salmon, a variety of colored vegetables, such as Brussels sprouts, broccoli, carrots, beets, and red, yellow, and orange peppers. Fruits like berries, apples, bananas, healthful fats, including avocado and walnuts, lean proteins like tofu, eggs, nuts, beans, and fish are encouraged. You can also eat fibrous foods, including beans and legumes. Eating these foods as the primary focus of the diet will leave less room for processed and refined sugar foods. Number 7. Limit fish high in mercury. Seafood is rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which can help restore immune balance and reduce inflammation. However, frequently eating fish that's high in mercury can lead to elevated levels of mercury in the body. This can disrupt thyroid function and contribute to toxicity load. Some fish like swordfish and tuna are higher in mercury than others, so it is better to look for low mercury species like salmon and trout. You can also get omega-3s from supplements which are sold in markets. Number 8. Eat more selenium. Selenium is a trace mineral that you may have heard of in relation to immunity, but it's also used by the body to make an enzyme that activates the thyroid hormones. The recommended daily intake of selenium is 55 micrograms a day, and its deficiency in America is rare. Selenium is found in seafood, meat, eggs, grains, and Brazil nuts, which contain the most selenium per gram than any other food. Just one Brazil nut a day gets your required selenium. Being chronically low in selenium may cause hypothyroid. Some studies have found that selenium supplementation in people with Hashimoto's reduces the levels of thyroid antibodies. Apart from being one of the best sources of selenium, Brazil nuts have many more health benefits for your body. Learn more about them by watching Eating Brazil Nuts Weekly Does This to Your Body. Now back to foods to eat and avoid when you have Hashimoto's disease. Number 9. Go sugar-free. If you have Hashimoto's, eating too much sugar can increase inflammation, provoke autoimmune thyroid flares, and throw blood sugar out of balance. It may also create dysfunction in gut health and gut bacteria, and lead to hormone deficiencies and excesses. A low glycemic index is based on an index that measures how each food affects your blood sugar levels. Blood sugar imbalances are common in people with Hashimoto's. Research indicates that people with this condition are more prone to spikes in blood sugar after eating a carbohydrate-rich meal. A low glycemic index diet can help keep your blood sugar levels in balance. Number 10. Chicken and beef. Zinc is another key nutrient for your thyroid. Your body needs it to churn out thyroid hormone. Take in too little zinc and it can lead to hypothyroidism. But get this, if you develop hypothyroidism, you can also become zinc deficient, since your thyroid hormones help absorb the mineral. And when this happens, you may also experience side effects like severe alopecia. This is an autoimmune condition that attacks hair follicles and makes it fall out in clumps. You probably get enough zinc already, but if you have a poor diet or a GI disorder that interferes with your ability to absorb zinc, you might be at risk for a deficiency. Meats are a good source. One 3-ounce serving of beef chuck roast contains 7 milligrams. A 3-ounce beef patty contains 3 milligrams, and a 3-ounce serving of dark chicken meat contains 2.5 milligrams. All those diets can be confusing to follow. Here are a few tips to help you succeed, no matter which diet you choose. Number 1. Keep it simple to start. Find a few basic staple recipes and develop a simple meal plan. Once you're comfortable with the new diet, expand your menu to include new recipes. Number 2. Be prepared. Stock your pantry with basic meal plan ingredients and remove all off-plan foods. Batch prepare your simple starter recipes and freeze individual servings. Number 3. Be as strict as possible about the diet for 2 to 3 weeks. This will help you feel better, faster, and give you better results during your food reintroductions. Number 4. Don't stay on any diet too long if it's not working. You should start to notice some positive changes within a few weeks. If you don't see any change, consider trying something different. While Hashimoto's disease can damage your thyroids, there are ways in which you can greatly improve its functions. Learn more about how you can do it by watching 13 Foods That Can Help Heal Your Thyroid, or 16 Easy Ways to Treat Your Thyroid Naturally. So go ahead and watch one or both of these videos for maximum benefits. What's the diet which you find the most difficult to follow? Let us know in the comments below.